What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to the Rams Bust to Baller Rebuild here on Madden 21 on the PC. That is right, we are back with another episode, and we are in the 2013 regular season, right? I don't know, it's been a minute since I played this series and recorded this series, so I'm trying to remember where we actually are. I think we're in the 2013 regular season, headed into the 2014 draft. I'm excited for the season. I do remember that our team is very, very good. We are looking to hopefully win another Super Bowl. We are coming off of a Lombardi trophy in the last episode, or in last season. So hopefully we can do that again. Make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. Let's go get these busts some more Lombardi trophies. All right, here we are at the start of the season, week number 3, like we always do, and we are 1-1 on the season so far, going up against the 49ers in our next game. Taking a look at the squad at the start of the season, we've got Mark Sanchez, Super Bowl winner now, 81 overall. Terrell Pryor's behind him, along with Kellen Moore. Then we got Reggie Bush and Trent Richardson. We've got Ted Ginn. I like this wide receiver room a lot because we got Ricardo Lockett, we got Stephen Hill, we've got Cecil Shorts. There's a lot of potential here for some good, solid wide receivers. And once we move on from Ted Ginn and we move on from Dwayne Bowe, those guys will start to grow even more. DeBrickashaw's still a stalwart at the left tackle position. The rest of our offensive line needs a little bit of work. I like Jeremy Zuta and I like Ben Jones. They're both going to be here for a while. How old is Zuta? He is 27, so he's still got some years left. DeBrickashaw's probably in his 30s. 29. Okay, so he's getting close. Tight end Kellen Winslow is starting to decrease a little bit. He's not growing as quickly as he used to. Kobe Fleener is growing, though, with that star potential, so he could start to take over for Kellen Winslow. Hopefully he will take over as the starting #1 tight end at the end of this season. Jordan Cameron's still 65 overall. He's growing pretty well. He started out like a 58 or 57 or something like that, so he's growing decently well for what he is. We need to work on the offensive line a little bit. Defensively, I'm super excited. We got Keith Rivers, who is 27, 88 overall. Dannell Ellerbe, probably the final season of Albert Haynesworth. Chris Long is still here. Darius Butler. I love this cornerback room with Josh Robinson, Kyle Arrington, and then the rookie that we drafted this past offseason, Major Wright. Vincent Ray will start at right outside linebacker. I like this team. Iloka, Super Bowl MVP last season. George Iloka, 75 overall. This is a good team. We are ready to go for this next season to defend our Lombardi trophy. Let's take a look at the draft class. This is 2014 draft class. I've scouted Johnny Manziel just for the memes. He is the definition of a bust, so maybe we bring Johnny Manziel in here. I've also got Aaron Murray, AJ McCarron. Like always, at the end of the season or when we get to the draft, all the guys that I've scouted are the only guys that I'll be able to draft. So we'll go through that at the end. I probably will also scout Blake Bortles because he is a very big bust. Bishop Sankey scouted. Jeremy Hill is an interesting one because he had that ACL injury, or he had some sort of knee injury, and then never really came back to what he could do on the Bengals. So he probably does count on here. Trey Mason counts. I wouldn't say that any of these guys count because they're not really technically bust. James White doesn't count. Alfred Blue does. C. Strunk. Guys like that would probably be more up our alley. As for wide receivers, not Sammy Watkins, not Mike Evans, not OBJ, not Brandon Cooks. Definitely Kelvin Benjamin might be the move here. At 6'5", 240, he might be a nice big target for us down in the red zone. Marquise Lee, probably not. Jordan Matthews would. Paul Richardson, probably not. And definitely not Devontae Adams. Not Allen Robinson or Juice Landry. Dante Moncrief, probably. John Brown, probably not. Shaquille Evans, yes. Martavis Bryant, definitely. Kevin Norwood. Who else is down here? Quincy Enunwa, probably wouldn't count him in that. Alan Hearns, no. Benny Fowler, though, yeah. Corey Brown. Is that Philly Brown or is that Pittsburgh Brown? It doesn't say where he's from, obviously. Who else is here? Jeff Janis, yeah. Willie Snead, probably not. I wouldn't count Willie Snead in there. Tight ends, Safarian Jenkins does count. Jason Morrow counts. Troy Nicholas counts. CJ Fedorowicz counts. Probably not Richard Rodgers. Not Cameron Brate. Probably not Trey Burton. I would say Trey Burton a few years ago, but he's kind of had a resurgence where he's been a very productive tight end, so, or fullback even. So probably not Trey Burton. As the offensive line goes, we got Greg Robinson, definitely. Not any one of that. Jake Matthews, probably. Not Taylor Lewan. He's been very good. Cyrus Kawangio, probably. Jack Mewhort, no. Duvernay Tardif is a doctor, so no. And a good human being. He doesn't fit the challenge. Suafilo probably does. Gabe Jackson probably does. Urshel does. Ryan Groy does. As centers, Richburg, Marcus Martin, Travis Swanson, Brian Stork definitely does. Russell Bodine, probably not Corey Lindsley. Matt Paradis. There's some good centers in here. Jonathan Harrison. Yeah, there's definitely some options at center that we could probably use instead of Ben Jones. Zach Martin definitely doesn't. He's a Hall of Famer. Brandon Linder, no. Probably Cyril Richardson and David Yankee. Maybe Andrew. No, probably not Andrew Norwell. He got paid. Probably not Andrew Norwell. Anthony Steen, though, does count. As for right tackle, Jawan James, yes. Joe Platonio, no. Justin Britt, yeah. Morgan Moses, probably. Maybe Billy Turner if we're getting pretty crazy. He had a decent career. Charles Leno. That's where you're getting risky. And then Central Henderson, yeah. Definitely not Khalil Mack. Not D Ford. Coney Ely does count. Not a lot of options here. Michael Sam does count. Jackson Jeffcoat counts. Not a lot of options at left end. Right end, not Jadeveon Clowney. Not DeMarcus Lawrence. Probably not Stephon Tuitt. I think he'd had a decent career on the Steelers. I wouldn't count him in this. Taylor Hart, though. Jeffrey Pagan. Kerry Wynn. The pass rushing, not the best this draft for us. Definitely not Aaron Donald, Hall of Famer. Dominique Easley, though, does count. Rashad Hageman. Tim Jernigan, probably. Yeah, I'd give Tim Jernigan the go. Ego Ferguson, definitely. Lewis Nix, I would count. One of these guys just passed away recently. Either Stephon Tuitt or Lewis Nix. I can't remember which one. My apologies because I don't remember. But one of them just passed away recently. Defensive tackles, there's lots of options for us here if we need to get a defensive tackle, which we probably do. I'm probably looking at either Dominic Easley or Ego Ferguson, maybe Tim Jernigan, one of those top higher-rated guys. I'm probably looking at one of them. Not Anthony Barr, not Kyle Van Noy, not Christian Kirksey. That's a risky one. That's probably on the border. I don't really think so, though. Anthony Hitchens, definitely. Telvin Smith, yeah, he counts. Only because of his injuries. And everybody down here obviously counts. Not Ryan Shazier. I wouldn't count Ryan Shazier only because when he was healthy, he was one of the best middle linebackers in the league until he had that devastating spine injury. So I won't take Ryan Shazier out of respect. He doesn't deserve to be on this team. Not C.J. Mosley, that's for sure. Preston Brown, probably. Avery Williamson, yes. To an extent, Avery Williamson. I'll scout him, probably won't draft him. Marcus Smith, yes. Trent Murphy, yes. Kevin Pierre-Louis, yeah. All these guys, every single one, except for Shaq Barrett, on this right outside linebacker class would be considered a potential option for us. Justin Gilbert, for sure, 100% Justin Gilbert is an option for us. No one else? I wouldn't... Darqueze Dennard, maybe? I'd put Darqueze Dennard in there. Not Bradley Roby or Jason Verrett. Philip Gaines. Who else is here? Pierre Desir probably does count. Anybody else major? Obviously, the guys that I don't say, they still count. I just don't mention them because there's a lot of them. Malcolm Butler, I wouldn't count. I probably would if he never made the play for the Patriots in the Super Bowl against the Seahawks, but he did. and then Madden gave him a good rating, and he backed it up on the field in real life. So I won't count Malcolm Butler in this. Calvin Pryor, probably not. Haha Clinton Dix, no, he's been a solid safety. LaMarcus Joyner, yes. Yeah, I'd give LaMarcus Joyner the go on this. Anybody else down here? CB Bryant used to be a big hitter for the Buckeyes. Strong safeties, Deion Buchanan counts. Jimmy Ward counts. Pretty sure everybody here. Maybe Trey Boston, no, because he's had a solid career. But everybody else besides Trey Boston does count in this. Kickers, Cody Parkey. I'd count Cody Parkey in this. If we need to get a new kicker, this would probably be the time to get a guy like Cody Parkey. Nobody really on the punting side of things. Pat O'Donnell maybe, I guess. But that's what we're looking like for the 2014 draft class. There's a lot of options here, like there always is. So we'll just have to hopefully use our picks wisely. Speaking of picks, before we start simulating, let's go check out what our picks are looking like. We got the 6th overall pick currently. We only have 1 first-round pick, 2 second-round picks, 2 thirds, a 4th, 3 fifths, a 6th, and 2 7ths. So we got a lot of options here. Traded a lot with San Francisco, it looks like. we got a lot of options to either move around in the draft or take guys that we want. We're going to have to make that first-round pick very useful because a lot of the guys that I want are projected first round. Like maybe you want Greg Robinson. I'd take Justin Gilbert, that's for sure. To add to that cornerback room, I would probably go for a guy like, who else was there? It was a D tackle. Let me check real quick. It was Dominic Easley. Yeah, that's right. Dominic Easley was the other D tackle that I was looking at. He might be the move if we have a first-round pick and he's there. So with all that being said, it is time to go simulating to the end of the season and then play a game. So let's get to it. Make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club. Let's get simulating. All right, so here we are at week 17 of the regular season, and ladies and gentlemen, this season did not go as planned. I don't know what happened, but we are 6-9 on the season. We went on a huge losing streak. We just weren't playing very well. I don't know what we were doing, but this team did not perform the way that we were supposed to perform as defending Super Bowl champions. Maybe last year was a fluke. Maybe last year was a one-and-done situation and it was a fluke. But I think what is going to happen at the offseason is we are going to have to steer into the skid, trade away our assets, and build for the future. So that means trading away Reggie Bush, who is getting up there in age at 28. Getting up there in age, he's only 28. Trading away Ted Ginn, Dwayne Bowe. Not DeBrickashaw. We'll let DeBrickashaw stay here. Trading away some of these old guys like Albert Haynesworth. Moving on from some people. Maybe moving on from Darius Butler. Doing stuff like that. Getting rid of the dead weight that is holding us back. Our draft pick currently is still pick number 6. So that is good. Right there, pick number 6. We're sitting good with that, but those guys like Reggie Bush may be able to get us another first-round pick that we could use to build on because we need to get some players. So the players that I'm looking at right now for first overall pick or first-round picks, I'm looking at Dominic Easley as a potential guy if I could find him in here. Did I not scout him all the way? What the heck? Where's he at? Did I pass him? There he is. Oh, I was looking for green. My mistake. I'm looking at Dominic Easley here. He's got A- hit power. He is a speed rusher. I'm looking at him as a potential first overall pick choice. I'm also looking at an offensive lineman like Greg Robinson or Jake Matthews as a potential first overall pick choice. He's got A- run block, A- impact block. Greg Robinson has got the same, so they're both very even there. I'm also looking at wide receivers like Kelvin Benjamin to be an option for us. A- spec catch. He could be a big deep threat for us down the line. Running backs, Jeremy Hill I'm looking at. So there's a lot of options here for me as number 1 choices in the first round. So depending on what happens here against Arizona, we may be 6-10 or we may be 7-9. I know we're not in the playoffs. I wouldn't assume no. So the defending Super Bowl champions, no matter what happens, I would think are not going to be in the Super Bowl or not going to be in the playoffs. Let me just check to confirm that. So we've got, yeah, we are not even close to being in the playoffs. So that is not good. The Falcons are 3-12, by the way. So who's the worst team in the NFL? The Raiders at 2-12. We are right there. We are right there with the 6th pick. So, all right, this is going to be a rough one. Let's see if... Oh, Washington football team bid farewell to their old home. I thought I turned off all... whatever you call it. People leaving. I guess not. Let's go play the Arizona Cardinals and hopefully get a win. Maybe you want to get a loss. I think we should try and get a loss here. All right, first drive of the game. Let's see if we can get a touchdown here. Maybe the possible last time we see Reggie Bush in a Rams uniform, because we are most likely moving on from him in the offseason. I was getting to the point where it was coming eventually. I just didn't realize it was going to be this soon, but the way that we performed this season has opened my eyes to what this team is probably going to be, and that is just an average team. I don't know what happened last season where we were able to go on that magical run and win in the playoffs and win a Super Bowl, but it seems like that magic has died off because we are not doing very good as I get hit on the throw. We don't punt the football on the channel, though. We know that. We already know that. Nobody punts the football here on this channel. So let's snap this, take a breath, fire it deep, Devon Bess, and get it picked off by whoever's back there for the Cardinals. That is not the move at all. Nice tackle from Reggie Bush, though. Patrick Chung is the one who picked that off, so that's ironic. All right, so 3 turnovers for us. That is how bad this team is playing. I've got one of them, and the CPU's got the other 2. It's only been 1 interception, so the other 2 must be fumbles. Sanchez gonna roll out of the pocket, chuck it deep. He's gonna get hit on the throw, and it's gonna be a wounded duck. 2 for 5 with 8 yards for our Super Bowl champion, Mark Sanchez. Maybe we spoke too soon on Mark Sanchez being the franchise quarterback or the Sanchez quarterback. Oh, nice catch from Devon Best there. Let's get some no-huddle going, keep them off guard, and see if we can score a touchdown here. Put the ball in the back of the end zone. Let's move up in the pocket here. I might have to take off and run this. No, I'm going to fire this into Ted Ginn, who is also another guy that we may be moving on from, probably going to be moving on from. I love me some Ted Ginn, but he's getting up there in age, and he's not really progressing as quickly as I need him to, and he's kind of stunting the growth of some of our younger guys that we need to get some playing time, like Josh Gordon or Cecil Shorts, Ricardo Lockett. We need to get those guys some playing time. So Dwayne Bowe and Ted Ginn probably out the door after this season. They've contributed very well. I'm not upset with their play. I am very blessed that they were on this team, and that's going to be another pick. That might be a pick 6 too. That's not good. Yeah. All right. We may need to look at quarterback this offseason. All right, under 2 minutes to go in the... Hold on. There we go. My cord got stuck in the chair. Under 2 minutes to go in the first half. 4 turnovers now for the Rams. 2 interceptions from me, from Mark Sanchez, and then 2 fumbles. So let me step up in the pocket here, find Devon Bess. I gave Devon Bess a contract extension because I want him to be the quote-unquote veteran of the team to lead the young guys for a couple seasons before we fully commit to these younger wide receivers. So I gave Devon Bess a contract extension, so he'll be here. But like we've said, Ted Ginn and what's-his-face, Dwayne Bowe will not be here next season. But you guys will see that in the offseason video, which will happen to be the next video because we're not making the playoffs. So that's kind of convenient that we get to skip the offseason, or we get to skip the playoffs this year. Mark Sanchez is going to take off and run to tie this game at the half. Look at that. Marky Mark, the Sanchez, using the wheels. All right, we've got a little over a minute to go. 3rd down and 2. Tie ball game at 28 apiece. And Reggie Bush gets that first down and gets us close to the red zone. Let's go. Another 3rd down and 3 opportunity. No more timeouts for the Arizona Cardinals. At the 22-yard line, give this to Reggie Bush. Let him work. And Reggie Bush takes it to the end zone. Maybe we will be 7-9. All right, to close this game out, might as well show some defense because I don't think I've shown any defense this entire game. So let's get some defense here at the end of the game. Albert Haynesworth. I'm not sure who the Arizona Cardinal quarterback is, but he goes down with a sack from Albert Haynesworth. One more play probably from this team. It looks like he's Chad Henne. Can't tell really. That's gonna be a touch. It is Chad Henne. I thought so. And that's going to be the game. We win 35-28, and we survive 6-10. We go to 7-9 on the season. That's perfect. Let's check out the stats real quick. Mark Sanchez, 26 of 41, 337 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Not the best day from our Super Bowl winning quarterback. Reggie Bush, 17 carries, 92 yards, 3 touchdowns. Devon Bess had a nice game with 2 catches for... Oh, that's rushing. I was going to say 2 catches for 6 yards. No way. Receiving, Devon Best, there we go. 9 catches, 159 yards. Kellen Winslow caught a touchdown. That's more like it for Devon Best. I thought so. On defense, Josh Robinson looking very promising with 9 tackles. Sack game was Chris Long and Albert Haynesworth both with 2. Jason Hatcher and Tolly Bentacane both had 1. We didn't pick off Chad Henne at all, which is interesting. Kicking, Dan Carpenter didn't really do much except for extra points. Stephen Hill had 1 kick return. Ted Ginn had 1 punt return. Not a good game at all by any means, but we did get the win, so we moved to 7-9 on the season. Hurts our draft pick a little bit, but in the end, we're drafting busts anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter where we're drafting. All right, we did not make the playoffs, obviously, because we went 7-9, so I will simulate to the Super Bowl, and then in the start of the next episode, we will simulate the Super Bowl together and see who wins it. We'll also do the Pro Bowl in that episode as well. So actually, you know what? We'll do the Pro Bowl at the end of this episode. Let's get to the Pro Bowl, and then we'll finish it out there. All right, here we are at the Pro Bowl. Like always, stop the video if you want to see who it is. I'm going to scroll through, see if there's any notable names. We've got Greg Jennings. We got Jason Witten. DeBrickashaw, that's 1. DeBrickashaw is 1. I haven't seen anybody else. Maybe just 1 Pro Bowler this year. Daniil Ellerbe's 2. So we got 2 Pro Bowlers this year. That looks like it's about it. Pat McAfee's not on our team. Yep. 2 Pro Bowlers this year. All right. Interesting. Hey, it is what it is. We had a bad season. The Super Bowl is the Kansas City Chiefs versus the Minnesota Vikings. So who's going to win the Super Bowl between the Chiefs and the Vikings? Who knows? But we'll find out in the next episode. What a tease. Make sure to smash that like button, notification bell, and the subscription button as well. Join the Juice Club, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.